And we're back. Back again. It's just trying to spin my character with the Baldur's Gate controls. I was trying to click to move. This bodes well for today. This tells me that I'm not in peak form. Luckily, Negasister is immortal, so there's nothing to lose. There's no risk involved here. So what quests are we on right now? People's Militia, killing a bunch more Defias. We're still getting the bandanas. This is level 18 one, so we ain't going to do that. That's for sure. So all we're really doing is just heading to locations that have these guys and killing them. I'm not going to snake that treasure chest off that guy. Looks like he's worked hard to get there. So my experience with this main area over there... You're probably going to chase me for a while, aren't you? Let's just take him out. My experience with the main area was that there was always a lot of people there. I normally go off here to a little farm, but I guess we should go and have a peek. You know, I'm going to stick with what I know. Stick with what I know. I'm already showing that I'm not in the best form so far. Feels like I've forgotten the controls. So let's do everything that is familiar and comfortable. Are we fight? So, yes, looks like the pillagers are the mages, and the mages are very frightening. We're gonna have a crack here, see if we can get one of them just by itself. And if we can, and we beat it comfortably, we'll stay here. If, however, it feels extremely dangerous, I think we'll head off and go back to Loch Modan. Would be nice to finish the bandanas before we go, though, since there is a green reward from it. Seems like there's nothing but looters here. This might be another one of those ones where we might finish the looters before we finish the pillagers. You know, there's also a cave over here where we can fight these guys. There's a good opportunity to get our unarmed skill up. So the goal here is definitely hit 16. Don't know if we'll hit 17, but we'll give it a crack. Oh, gonna sneeze. Oh, that was a big one. That was a big one. Need 4 bandanas to go. Certainly no shame in coming back at a higher level and doing this quest, because I know this is a dangerous one. Simple compass though. Maybe we could go and get that. Oh, is that the... Which quest even is that for a simple compass? So this is a Stormwind quest. Looks like it spawns in this building here. As you can tell, well, you can't really tell because it's raining, but the sun is up, which means it is early. Still a lot of the Americans around, I think. Which is why you're seeing it's quite difficult to get a tag in this particular area. Though that might seem like it makes things safer, having more people around. It can actually make things spicier because it makes the respawns more unpredictable. Well, thank you for that. I'm not sure why you're helping me. I want to fight a pillager. It's looking like it's going to be very hard to fight one on-one. I have been in the barn before, And no, we are not doing that. That's a big no. This time of day just might not be feasible to quest in this particular spot. Try these tents again. If there's no respawns, we'll have a look at the cave. I remember that cave being quite scary. Maybe things have changed. No, we're going in the right direction. Jeez, the old deaths are popping off. Oh, yep. No, we're just going to run here. This is a lot higher level than we are. Let's run sideways so we don't get stunned. And we're safe. Only 15. It might be possible to take that down. No point risking it though. We don't get anything from fighting it. Alright, I'm already seeing dead bodies here. Not a good sign. This may be a case of come back later, I think. Oh, really didn't see that. Yeah, so the last time I was in this cave, I do remember just hanging around here at the entrance. I didn't want to go in too far. And just the respawns. I'd like come here, turn around, suddenly the entrance would have 3 guys there, and lucky for me, there were a lot of other players as well to help kill them, but I remember running down that path towards the ocean many times to avoid a swift death. Constant deaths here at the moment. I wonder if it's just that this is the prime time. This is when more people are online, therefore more deaths. Get through here without pulling any aggro. And without getting that Dust Devil again. This is our last lap. We'll go little camp, farm area. We'll try Moonbrook, is it? Yeah, Moonbrook. And if it's not looking good, we will come back later. And it ain't looking good. Not yet, at least. Instead of hearing me say the same thing over and over again, if the next time you see me is in Loch Modan, you'll know why. Alright. We are fighting 2 pillagers, and they are absolutely insane. Not taking this risk. This guy's given me a hand. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that got the heart pumping. This is this is not worth the risk. Oh my god. I did find 1 or 2 to pick off. Really want to finish the bandana quest before I leave, even if I can't finish this one. It's real slim pickings. And even if I can target enemies and chuck a skull on them, I can't see where that skull is. Really is. Oh, treasure chest. What's this gonna be? We'll chuck this potion on. Yeah, look, I can only assume they're in these buildings, but I feel like going into one of these buildings is a real death trap. Last swing. There's going to be so many people at the farm. Oh, see one. I see a fresh spawn. Can I get there first? Just look at the damage. 75 damage for one spell. Hit like a truck. The good thing is they don't have as much health as some of the other enemies in the area. That's the problem though, it's just I can take one, but at any point if I have to fight two, if there's not someone there to help me, it's game over. Got the old World of Warcraft rubber banding where you can be 10 kilometers away, but if they start that cast, they're going to finish that cast. Do a little bit of kiting here. Cancel this spell. Soldier's Cloak. Oh, I like that. I like that. Oh, Guildy just died. Level 24 to Stitches. No! Oh, that is a massive trap. That is terrible. Oh, God. Oh, God. Why am I doing this? No. It's 3 there. I'm probably going to pull all 3 if I go in there. Please give me your bandana. Now, as difficult as this has been, I am slowly getting there. We're about halfway. 8 of 15 and 7 of 15. That's our last bandana. I think we come back later. Come back later, there'll be less people around. Unless these fresh respawns keep coming. Tempted to try and interrupt with my stun. I just feel like I might need it. I might need it if something goes wrong. 8 of 15 each. It's tense, man. It's tense right now. Try to be as relaxing as I can when I play this, but these are famous enemies we're going against. So we've got to run back and hand in the bandana. If there's nothing obvious to kill here, I'm going to run over there, hand in the bandana. I guess I probably could Hearth to Stormwind. I would imagine I'm going to be in Loch Modan for longer than 1 hour. It should give me time for the Hearthstone to come back off cooldown. A looter over there. Lots. I think I can grab this. Yeah, I can definitely grab this without the others. Now, if this guy wants to work with me, we could help each other a little bit here. He's level 16, so he seems a bit more confident. He's taking on all 3. I am going to start backing up. I've seen weird hunter shenanigans with pets feigning death and then running and killing someone who is not even involved. Now, I'm not in combat. It makes me feel a little bit more confident. Where did he go? Oh no, he's still there. Don't know where he is, but his bear's still going. Wonder if he feigned death and I just can't see him. Well, I'm not getting any death logs. Maybe he survived? Oh, there's a single cast. No, it's not a single caster. Never mind. I need some form of CC. Like if I had a Repentance or something. Good long CC to CC one, take the other out. Nothing's going to be over there because that guy's there. I know I'm not going to be able to pull this guy without the other. They're too close together. And they're respawning in doubles. That makes it very difficult. If that other guy wanted to team up, we just take one each, that would work. But he seemed pretty confident. Just went in without me. Is he gonna do it again? Good if we could work out a system of some kind. He has gone for one. Let's see if he understands what I'm doing here. I'm not trying to steal your kill, buddy. He's a running. At least there's a lot of helpful people around. It's quite refreshing. Everyone seems quite willing to help each other. I guess everyone's been in one of those situations. Oh shit, I didn't see them. And they haven't seen me. Oh, that was close. Nearly ran into two of them. God, I keep saying I should leave and then I don't leave. This isn't going to end well. No respawns yet over here. Definitely get him. No, I can't. There's two of them. Hunter's back. Need someone to team up with. He's taken off. What about this one? Cyber Paladin. You're gonna pull there. Doesn't know it yet. I'm not going in if he doesn't go in. He's in big trouble. Tag here. Oh, I can't. Wow. This Cyber Paladin is in a lot of trouble. Still in combat. Oh, Cyber Paladin! Oh, the bubble. Holy crap. He was on... Oh, that was not a lot of health. This guy's also getting nuked. I want to tag one, but it's just... Oh, God, this is just... This is not good. This is not good, man. Is this one by itself now? I think it is. Can you shoot me through this? Oh, you can. It's a fake wall. Take the hit. Heal immediately. God, why am I doing this? This is so risky. Still need 6 more of them. Every, Oh, I want this one. He's leaving. He's leaving. Excellent. Maybe he doesn't need pillagers anymore. Maybe they scarred him. Or was he... He was trying to steal the tag. And then let me get the thread on it. Maybe he wasn't. He's helping me now. Let's give him a buff. No, I can't. Oh, there's another one. Quick heal, quick heal. going in. Just by himself. Rare occurrence. Finding one of these. Oh, there's another one over there by itself. Always keeping an eye on my health. Less commentating. More health watching. Don't get that pair. Oh, they took out that single guy. Would love to join your group, but feels wrong. Oh, 11 and 12 out of 15. Creeping closer. It'd feel weird to leave now after putting all this effort in. My palms are sweating. Nothing over here. We could... Oh. I reckon that's going to be a double pull. God, why did they design it like this? It's nearly impossible to solo unless you're really out-leveling them. Question is, are there going to be more respawns popping up any second that are not doubled up? Doing this? Why am I doing this? My bubble, all physical attacks and spells. Okay. Let's quickly go check out cave entrance against my better judgment, while also taking a peek over the hill, see if there's a... Oh, there we go. This one's by itself, and it is a pillager. I reckon we could definitely take 2 looters at once. 2 pillagers, no way. Oh, he's already casting. Gonna save my stun in case it runs to these 2. There's another one over there on the hill. Slowly getting there. As nerve-wracking as this is. The frost armor with the movement speed slow, that's just the icing on the cake with these guys. It's like, oh, you're hitting me? Well, you ain't going to be able to run away either. Yeah, I've got unlimited range on my magic spells, but even beyond that, nope, you're slowed. You're not going. You're not getting away. So we only need 2 more pillagers. Those could be the 2, but there's no way in hell we can take both those on. It does feel like there's a few people over here, so maybe we do go check the cave now. Maybe the people that were killing the cave before are not over at the cave now. Yeah, are there dead bodies everywhere? What do we have? Is that tin? And we've got some enemies to kill. At least I saw one, and if there's one, it means the rest should be spawning soon. I want to get the tag more than I want the tin. Wait a sec. Oh, there's a second one. There's a second one. I didn't see it. Clear these from the outside in. God, maybe this one wasn't... and he's going to go get the tag now of the pillager. There's 3 of them though. Oh, these are the 3 that were just at the other place. They're going everywhere I go. That makes it a bit inconvenient. Still haven't tagged the looter. Not going far in here. Just having a peek. You can see respawns had just happened, so we should be safe for a moment. Let's get this tin. 2 each. That's all we need now. 2 more each. Now if I know with these guys, they're going to shoot the first thing they see, I reckon. So I might be able to go and grab that pillager as soon as they hit the looter. Cast a spell. They hit it. Got it first. And it looks like the gnolls past this point. Anymore. Oh, yep, there's one. It's by itself. Damn, we would have been finished if those guys didn't show up when they did. That could be our last pillager there. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Quick heal and see if we can get this tag before they come out. Oh. Double pillager. It's not good. Nope. We're gone. We're out. We're out. Ready to bubble if I have to. Oh, the timing on those respawns. The game does not want me to complete this quest. Well, I might as well finish that tin mine that I left earlier. I mean, I could do like a Batman dive in if those other guys start coming out. Oh, there's a treasure chest there now as well. I'm just not confident at all that this might actually work. I might be able to proximity one and then pull it around the corner without the other one. And if I do get both, I still have my bubble ready. Can I proximity you? Seriously? How close I am. There's no way I don't pull both here. Come on. Alright, did I get both? I didn't. You can fight that other one if you want to, buddy. I'm not touching it. Go on. No, he's running away. I'm not even giving this a chance to run. Alright. That was my last pillager. Two more looters, which are comparatively easy. And we're done. We're off to Loch Modan with clenched butt muscles for sure. Is it hot in here? Is it just me? Holy crap. Fingers crossed for a spawn or two. Pretty sure I can take two looters at once. Ah, this big group of 5 now is still here. That's going to make it very difficult. Oh, my goodness. Maybe I can try at the main area, unless they're going there as well. Please don't. Please don't follow me, sir. I want to leave. Oh, are they going? Are they? Yeah, turn around. Go back. No. Just want 2 kills. Don't go everywhere that I go. Leave me alone. I miss Australian times where there's not a full server. Got eyes peeled. Just need 2 tags. 2 tags and we're done. Probably all in the buildings as usual. Oh, this double pillager. That's a death sentence. Peek in here. No, that's not going to happen either. Now all we can find is pillagers. Felt like before we would finish the looters way before the pillagers. Oh man, are we really gonna... This can't be good viewing, so what I'm gonna do is... Oh no, he just got a respawn. He's left the pillager. I want looters. Another pillager. They're all pillagers respawning. Yeah, so what I was trying to say is, let me have a bit of a wander around, a crawl around. Might be a good 5 minutes without killing anything here, so see you if I happen to find another looter. Right, here's our first looter. There is still a big group here, but I think I just got lucky that they're busy as the spawn came. This will mean only one more looter to go. Oh, there's just always people around. Hard to compete with these big super groups. Come on, give me one looter. Nope. Well, time to chill out again, and oh, there's one. Oh. Wish me luck. Going in here. No, we're not. We're not going in. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Our salvation. If I kill you, Defias looter, I can leave this place. Help me leave this place. We out. We out. Oh my god. Stable boots. Defias profiteer. Interesting. I think we're still going to have money issues though. So I won't entertain the prospect of trying to buy something. Right. See you at Sentinel Hill.
What can I do? Nice work, person. Please accept one of these items as payment for all your hard work. Be careful.
Oh, matching a little bit more. There's some real chunky boots though. It would be. It's a shame we're not 16. We're going to ding 16 pretty early on in Loch Modan, and then want to go back and pick up some skills.
Your worth to the People's Militia has been validated by your brave acts thus far. Some Defias have eluded us. My most trusted scout reports that these Defias have been looting and pillaging the countryside all the way into southern Westfall. We believe they are hiding out in the Dagger Hills, plotting their next move. Slay the wretches in the name of the People's Militia.
It's tempting, or as untempting as it is to stay and do those, we will definitely be back for that. No reason to do a level 17 quest right now.
What can I do for you?
Fill our old boots.
See you around.
Stop off in Stormwind. Is there a cooking fire anywhere? Stop off in Stormwind, hand in that other quest, and then on to Loch Modan with our life intact, which is no surprise because we're immortal.
Good day. Thank you, adventurer. Thank you so much. The children will be so pleased, and you've saved me so much time. I'll now be able to focus on the children's other needs, and hopefully my John will be able to return home sooner than we thought. Thank you again, adventurer. I knew I could rely on the charity of others. The light be with you. I'll take these to the children this very day. Please be safe, good adventurer. It is not often women of your character show their faces in the city, but you've proven that the paladins here in Stormwind shall never turn their backs on those in need. Farewell.
Yeah, that's right. Negasister won't turn her back on people in need, because she likes everyone to know how amazing she is. Oh, we got the Diablo pet. Cool. I wonder how we get those. I've got a pet as well. Not the Diablo one, though. Innkeeper should have it, I guess.
Hey there.
Oh, thank you, adventurer. It's of no practical use to me, but the sentimental value, needless to say, thank you for bringing this to me at some cost to your own well-being, not to mention the time it took to go all the way down to Westfall. You have my gratitude and have this as a token of my thanks.
We're so close to leveling up.
You've returned so quickly, adventurer. And what have you accomplished in your time away from the cathedral? Have you helped a noble cause? Perhaps you've learned the value of charity, or some more about your obligations to the citizens of Azeroth. Tell me, who have you helped and how? Well, I'm impressed, adventurer. Those are surely the actions of one who follows the light and values others above oneself. Such sacrifice will always be rewarded in time. Take this, adventurer. It is called the Symbol of Life. You've proven charitable and patient. Now the time has come to see if you're powerful enough to focus one of the light's greatest gifts. My friend Gazin returned recently from an encounter with some Defias in Elwyn near Hero's Vigil. He barely escaped with his life. He's near the altar having his wounds healed by our priests. Take the symbol and speak to him. If you can help him, then we will speak again soon. May you bask in the light's glory.
Asterisk, cough, asterisk, pleasure to meet you, adventurer. Don't mind my wounds, the good priest here can take care of old Gazin this time. I won't be needing the power of that symbol of life you've got there. Not yet, anyway. So, Duthorian sent you to speak to me, huh? Fair enough. I'll tell you exactly what befell me and my friend Henzi. And with any luck and some skill on your part, perhaps you can still help us all. Henzi and I had made it to Hero's Vigil, an island in the middle of Stonecairn Lake in northeastern Elwyn. We'd heard the Defias had infiltrated our borders and we wanted proof to take to the King's advisors. We caught sight of a couple of the scum going over some documents, and we attacked. Unfortunately, we were quickly overwhelmed by more of the mages. Henza held them off for me while I escaped. The daft fool, going and being brave. He's out there now, Henza is. Can you help us, adventurer?
Not right now, I can't, no. Why am I not stacking those? Not right now, I can't help you, but I will be helping you in the future. We're never going to use this red shirt, let's be honest.
Safe travel.
Ah,
Hello.
what if it matches something? What can I throw out here? Let's just throw out one sharpening stone. Oh my god, we could have been using sharpening stones all this time. I totally forgot. Right.
See you.
Sharpening stones are on. Yeah, so that quest is a little bit out of the way. All the way down there. But at some point, we're going to have to go that way to get to Redridge. So we'll do it at that point. Might be grey by then, but we'll do it anyway. So a little bit of inventory management.
Help you
And then
find
we'll be
something?
in Loch Modan. See you there. Here we are at Loch Modan. So, the order of quests we should be doing here, we should definitely be doing killing these trogs first. Got an option to go both ways. Level 15, they're all level 15. I guess we'll go south. South and then follow the coastline around. Well, we'll go south, then back up, then follow the coastline around, do these other quests. I know this Trog chain of quests does lead to a quest where it's like, kill these named guys. I remember that being quite difficult. And you probably wouldn't want to do it unless you're really over-leveled or you have a couple of people there helping you. We are neither of those, so we'll probably just keep doing the kill Trog quests until we get to that point, and then we'll just either skip that altogether or we'll come back and do it another time. You can see by the sky night is falling in the game now. It's 9:41. Don't know exactly where the server is, but it's somewhere in North America. So if we give this a little bit more time, hopefully numbers should start clearing out a little bit. Because the Stone Splitter Scout is the 23rd most deadly creature in Azeroth. And this exact, maybe not the quest that we're doing right now, because it's not telling us to kill those, but a good place to kill these guys is in a cave, and that is always, that's always a massive risk. Not liking that we're already seeing people here, and there are dead Trog bodies everywhere. Hopefully they're the only ones here and they've just left, and we've got the place to ourselves after that. Hope this isn't another Westfall situation where we're just hanging around forever waiting for respawns. I would not like that. Although I definitely feel good that we got that done. It definitely wasn't an efficient use of time. Trying to level reasonably quickly here. I do have a few people that are keen to run a dungeon. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing yet. There was words of potentially healing, which is what I assumed would be happening when I started the character. But there are also words saying that I should be tanking it. These guys are going to be killing everything, I think. Hopefully they're not on the same part of the quest as me. So I don't think those trogs in there are ones that we're wanting to kill. Oh, there's a body of a human. Body of another human. And we nearly missed this. Copper vein. It's not what you want to see. Dead bodies. Don't know how fresh they are. I'm not going to touch them. I mean, I could give them a magical kiss and bring them back to life, but Negasister really needs to know if they were good people before she does something like that. It's kind of against terms of service with hardcore, using her magical kiss. She's probably risking a ban every time she brings someone back to life, which is why she prefers to only do it to her beloved brother Negasis. Although I'm happy we've found some here. I am fully aware that this hallway here is not supposed to be empty. That is going to fill up again. And I don't want it filling up while I'm right in the middle of the room. So I think the safest thing to do here is go to... If you go towards where there obviously already is enemies, well, you're not going to get any surprises there. So that's what we're going to do. And hopefully by the time we're done here, that room will have filled up again. Or more of a hallway than a room. That'll be full again, no surprises. And we'll slowly kill our way out. Judging by this, as long as we're left alone here, this is going to be way faster than the Defias quest. Couple of little heals here. I did just hear an aggro sound, so we might not be alone here in the cave. At least I think it was an aggro sound. Sounded like that. Deeper into the cave. Like if you look at the mini-map, you can see it's telling us at the first half of the cave is what we want. Second half, they're all different types of trogs. So hopefully whoever's in here is killing those ones and not these front ones. And I get these all to myself. Yeah, here we go. He's level 18, so I would assume that is the case. I would assume he doesn't want these front ones. Did he just... Oh, it's a paladin. Oh, I thought it was a hunter with a druid. It's a paladin and a druid. That's not one of the ones we want. No. If you don't need it, don't kill it, sir. I'm waiting for respawns. Ah, damn it. These guys might not even be intending to kill these, but they just have to kill them to get to where they want to go. There's nothing alive out here. Gonna check... Oh, here we go. Definitely a chance of rapid respawns here. It is on a swivel. Here we go. Here come the respawns. I know there's people in here, so I'm going to get this one first. Really wish we had a small, regular interrupt as a paladin. This guy would be mincemeat if I did. You're not going anywhere. It's so strange. So that Seer is a caster, just like the one in Westfall, but look at how the difference in damage. It's not comparable at all. So Seers do appear to be the thing we need more of, so I'm happy we've got a couple of spawns here. Gotta be very careful here. We do not want... I mean, it kind of looks like it's mostly respawn, so maybe no surprises. But we're going to be ready if they're... Oh, they're coming back out now. Better get these tags while I can. Oh, thought that was a patrolling enemy there for a second. Oh, they're going out again. Please don't kill anything you don't need to kill. This is a double Seer pack. I don't know if I will be able to pull one without the other. Come on, get your butt over here. Here comes a patrol. Be ready to kill that when it arrives. A little bit low on mana and health. Manageable though. What if we have respawns like this? Oh, that is... Alright. We are doing the safe thing here. Going out. See, it's going to take a while to catch up. We can do a little bit of magic here. That's how you do it, folks. A bit of pole dancing. Yeah, those are definitely rags. There's another respawn. I mean, this seems like a good idea. Kill the ones on the way out just in case we need to run. What are these guys? 16 and 16. Oh my god, there's so many people. I gotta get some tags before they do. They've probably just killed everything outside. I've just killed everything inside, except this one. Potentially in direct competition with each other. Except they're a group of like 4 or 5 it looked like. So that's our final seer if they don't get to it first. There's a Skull Thumper as well. Just gonna make sure... Ah, never mind. Oh, they're not getting it. Neither am I. Come on. Oh no, that's not good. Keep an eye on my health. Let's just queue up a big fat heal here. Oh, okay. No, I don't like that. That was cheeky. That was very cheeky. Just like that, we are out of trouble, potentially. Definitely didn't need that little surprise, though. I realized as well, if I do end up doing a dungeon and I do end up healing, probably need to start holding on to these things like milk. So I'm going to need it in the dungeon, so I'm going to refrain from drinking that. Though I know I should. Looks like we have all we need here to finish our quest. You know what? It's one milk. Let's just... Oh no, you know, if we just chill here for 1 second. I'm still low enough level that the regen is pretty good. There's nothing else around. I'll just take this guy out. It's funny, that little stun there really does nothing. As soon as he hits me, it breaks the stun. And there's such a time in between my attacks that I'm really losing nothing when he does that. That was the last one we needed. Making our way up, gonna be real careful here. We don't want to be like those 2 dead humans at the entrance who probably tried to leave quickly. They're like, we don't need to kill anymore, let's just get out, let's get out. Like this. Oh, okay. This is the one time I'm happy to see other people arrive. Where is this mining node? So, according to the internet, we need about 150 copper bars to properly level up blacksmithing to the point where we don't need it anymore. And we're a little bit short of that. Maybe like 10, 20 off. So it's very achievable. This next quest that we're going to be on, I'm sure, is going to send us back in there to fight the enemies that are a little bit further into the cave. So we already know... I'm going the wrong way. We already know that there's people in there. There's competition for the tags. And competition makes things dangerous. Makes it unpredictable. So depending on the level of the quest, we know we've already got a bunch of level 15 quests to do in the area. We're probably never going to do this one, this elite quest. But yeah, with a bunch of 15 and 116 quests in the area, if this is 16 or 17, it might be better to go and do those other ones and then come back. Especially being in a cave, very dangerous. We'll wait and see though. Wait and see what the follow-up is. How difficult it is, I should say. So many groups. I see nips. Okay. I guess look, if you're playing hardcore, you don't want to die. Grouping up really is the way to go, unless you get too overconfident because of it. As long as you play safely, though, I feel like it's pretty hard to die. Oh, this is going to ding us as well.
You accomplished your mission well, person! The king himself would be proud! The reinforcements promised to us never showed, however. Apparently, the Alliance front is a sea of crimson from the blood of our fallen brethren. The news of the losses leaves a bitter taste in one's mouth. But we must not let their deaths go for naught. We must rally in these grim times and bring glory back to the Alliance. Speak with Mountaineer Wallbang for reassignment. You're needed now more than ever.
Mountaineer
The Mountaineers
Wallbang.
tell me you are quite brave and capable, adventurer. We need a person like you around here. The Trog problem isn't getting any better. The reserves have been called to the front and we're all alone out here. But now that we have a seasoned adventurer here, let's see what you can do. Go out and kill 10 Stone Splinter Shaman and 10 Stone Splinter Bone Snappers. Let's see if you live up to your reputation, Trog Slayer.
Alright, so it is another level 15 quest. I'm actually surprised. The Shaman and the Bone Snappers are a level 15 quest. They're also up here, though. And maybe that will work out better. If I do the circle, come around here, and then do those at the end. It's not in a cave, which is definitely preferential, not fighting in a cave. But it is surrounded by water, so you've got limited ways you can run away. Because those enemies are going to catch you if you try to swim. One thing I do know is that I'm level 16. And I am definitely going to go and pick up my level 16 skills. We'll get them in Iron Forge. And probably not too interesting to see that. Although I like looking at stuff like this, just zooming around with the UI off. Seeing people as we go by on the ground sometimes. Peaceful music. Coming down this path before. Remember getting to this split and being like, do I go right or left? I don't know. Of course. Oh, yep. Place of a previous death of mine on the unofficial server. Where is the elite Yeti that we killed? I think it's up there. Which was honestly a surprise that we did that so easy. And Hogger ended up being even easier. We went beast mode. But the higher our levels go, the more this power spike wears off. What the big two-handed axe we have. Eventually, it'll start feeling underpowered until we find something better. Slurps level 24 at 25. Dead in Duskwood to Stitches. Why is everyone dying to Stitches today? God, imagine actually flying on this. I would feel very unsafe. Surely there's a better way to train their griffins to go than all here dodging lava. I don't know why it keeps showing warrior trainers on the minimap, but nothing else. Class trainer. Is there a way to maybe set my class in here? Minimap. I don't know. There might be, but if there is, I don't know. Oh, that's right. I was looking for a first aid trainer before. Herb. First aid.
Welcome.
Oh no, we don't have it. We need 80. I'm at 75, I'm pretty sure. So where is the Paladin trainer? I feel like it's up here in the Mystic Ward. We can confirm that with a guard. Can always make those bandages later.
Well met.
Class trainer, Paladin.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Maybe is where I thought it was. Wonder what new skills we're going to have. If it's going to be make a difference to what we're doing. If it will be inconsequential.
What can I do for you?
Oh, level 14 Molly dead to a tarantula. What a way to go. Righteous Fury. Alright. If I do end up tanking, that's quite important.
Safe travels.
I know at some point you can talent that to get an additional effect of like reducing all damage while you have it on. And we're back to the 30-minute Righteous Fury. I haven't missed that in Wrath of the Lich King, where you can just a toggle on now. And our other one was Retribution Aura. This is another thing that could help us when we're having those enemies that die on, or not die, but live on 1 health. I think what we'll do is we'll stay Devotion Aura for now. Like 5 damage per hit. It's not a whole lot when it all adds up, but I think we'll make a judgment call depending on how often, what health they're on when we land our last hit, and if it would have made a difference.
What's on your mind?
Alright, back to Thelsamar in Loch Modan. You don't need to see the trip a second time. Alright, as promised, we are gonna not go into the cave again. It sounds very risky. And head around the coast here. Well, it's not a coast, it's a loch. Gonna go around the edge of the water, keeping an eye out for copper veins. And we're gonna do these level 15 and level 16 quests. If we do all of those, I'd like to think we're gonna be level 17 at the end. That would be nice. I think we're about an hour into the video. I don't want it to go too much longer, so we might just do one more quest before we stop. Save the rest for the next episode. We're making progress. As long as we're doing at least 1 and a bit levels per episode, I think that's good. Surprised haven't seen any mining nodes yet. Maybe there is maybe there's another miner that's been going on ahead of me. I also remember that these guys have a quest. Someone sent me to go and talk to these guys. But I don't have the quest now. I'm not too sure why. Here we go. Here's the culprit. That is the reason. That is the reason we're not finding any mining nodes. So although this is a level 15 quest, it does lead to level 18s. Which we're likely going to come back and do later. I will have a look. I remember these having a real nice reward, but it might be I'm remembering that from a different class. In which case it might be kind of useless for the Paladin. We're about to find out though. Oh, I've got someone offering me an axe. That is a bit better than what I have now. It's way slower. Interesting.
wants to know what the slowdown is, eh? Iron Band is putting together his latest progress report with details, but I can tell you this, it's the Trogs. Recently, just before the Trogs surfaced within the site, we had uncovered a large number of strange carved idols. But we didn't have the chance to study them, for soon after their discovery, the Trogs chased us away from the ruins. And those idols have a strange effect on the Trogs. It makes them go berserk. Bring me 8 idols. I want to study them, and I want them out of Trog hands. You can find the idols on the Trogs infesting the site. I need a progress report sent to Thelsamar. A progress report and a restatement of my request for more blast powder. Here's the report. Take it to Jörn Hornhelm. He's our local contact in Thelsamar. It's not a difficult task, but it must be done.
Yeah, he's just... A friend of mine's going to mail me that new weapon. Let's have a look. What does it look like, actually? Oh yeah, that looks pretty nice. I know you're thinking you want to party up with me. Too high for me. We'll be back later. A smile from the Negasister. Good luck. Oh yeah, I'll give you a buff. Wow, look at all those buffs. That is a serious serious gamer right there. Potion, every potion imaginable. Meanwhile, Negasister's out here with the roleplay blacksmithing that we haven't even been able to make anything yet. I'm sure our time will come though. Ooh. It's got spirit on it. It's a little bit revealing. Eh, not that much different than what I'm wearing. That could be for the healing set.
So Norn doesn't trust my reconnaissance abilities? I wonder why. Never mind that, I need your assistance. Nay, the movement needs your assistance. As if crashing into the loch wasn't bad enough, Trogs from the nearby island attacked me and stole my tools and special Blastenheimer Blastenkapper explosives. With no gyrocopter and no explosives, the movement has no chance. Get my tools back and find my Blastenkapper explosives, adventurer, for no Marigan!
I can do that for you, little gnome. Pretty sure we're gonna have to kill bears, so I'm gonna try and leave these alone. But it's only level 13. That's a bit low. So these are definitely quests that we'll be wanting to do together. That's good that they're all grouped up. I want to explore this map. What am I not unlocking here? We're gonna go. So these are. There's a chain of quests there that basically say they're time limit quests, and they're going to tell us to go and kill a certain amount of beasts in a certain amount of time. They're all in the immediate area, and that's a good one to do. And we'll head up north and do that other one after. So keeping an eye on the health here. Our auto attacks are starting to look smaller and smaller in comparison to the health bar of our enemies. I don't know if Retribution Aura would have made a difference there. It was a bit hard to tell. I guess as long as we are not getting too damaged, not having to stop and heal too often, there's really no downside to using it. So on a comparable level enemy, I'm currently doing 30.7% reduced damage. 26. That's 11%. That's actually quite substantial. Let's see if this feels any different. I mean, when you look at how big my hits are, the little ticks of 5 every now and then, it's not doing a lot. But We also didn't lose much health. Give you a buff. Oh god, I keep forgetting to use these sharpening stones. I don't plan to kill anything else here until we go get the quest, so that's going to be my reminder. We get to the quest NPC, we put on the sharpening stones. In vain, excellent. Continue on. So my buddy who's sending me the 1 DPS upgrade, it's another axe. He said he's got a couple of things that he's been trying to sell on the auction house that haven't been selling. He's going to send them my way. I have no idea what they are. I don't know if they'll even be upgrades. If I see him and they're no good, I'll send them back to him. I don't think it's going to be anything super amazing. I feel a bit like cheating if it was. But I am intrigued. I'm interested to see what it's going to be. I think the mail is like an hour delay, if I remember correctly. So by the time, we won't happen this episode, but next episode they should be waiting for us, and we'll see what they are.
What can I get for you today?
Alrighty. No special sales on here? Okay. Cat, Simpson, and who was the other one? And Cliff. Cat and Cliff.
Need help?
Oh, we do have some items here, but they're not ones that we're interested in.
Be careful.
Where's Cliff? Oh, he's over here.
You need something?
Nope.
See you later.
Think you can match wits with Daryl the Bold, huh? I should think not. Of course, you're more than welcome to try. Here's a challenge that should prove to be above your abilities, so don't feel too bad if you can't face up to it. A flock of buzzards has nested here in Loch Modan. Why don't you try to take down some of the beasts? Tell you what, if you meet my challenge in 15 minutes, I'll give you my bow or gun. It seems you haven't much to lose anyways.
Many a hunter is attracted to Loch Modan to hunt our famous crocs. There are always merchants who seek out crocolisk skins for clothing items or armor, and there are also some who enjoy the taste of their meat. We do some trade in this, but not a huge amount, as the crocolisks are ferocious and have entrenched themselves on the islands in the loch. But don't let me dissuade you. It's quite an experience, wrestling with the jaws of the beasts. Why, this one time...
What was that at the end? Kind of trailed off there. This one time. So yeah, we've got a timer on here. We've got 14 minutes left to kill 6 mountain buzzards. I did see one other person in the area, but this is looking very achievable. I am out of table water. That's a problem. Quick heal. Does feel like we're taking a little bit more damage, but we're full mana. Let's try this time this on. Let's just go Retribution Aura for now. We can always switch it if we get in trouble. (13 minutes, 3 to go. No problemo. Oh my god, so many taps. So I wonder how many other people that play this are playing Wrath of the Lich King as well. If you are, you would know that we've got Icecrown Citadel coming out soon, which is what most Wrath of the Lich King players came back for and are waiting for. It's a raid that most people are pretty fond of. Of course, the final boss is the Lich King. I feel like it was the last boss that had really, really direct story ramifications from Warcraft 3. Obviously, in the Burning Crusade, you fight Illidan, who was a player character in Warcraft 3. Of course, Arthas was as well. Cataclysm, you move on to Deathwing. Now, Deathwing has a lot of lore in the series, and he's an important character in the overall series, but people didn't have the same kind of attachment to him that they did with Arthas and Illidan. Which could have been a part of the reason why Cataclysm wasn't quite as popular. Although my theory about why a lot of people see Wrath as the end of Warcraft and Cataclysm, just people aren't interested in it. I think if you look back at the numbers and when people started dropping off from the game, look at the length of time the patches took in Wrath of the Lich King. Although everyone remembers it fondly, there was massive delays in between patches to the point where people just got sick of what they were doing. I mean, I honestly think that contributed to a lot of burnout by the time Cataclysm came around. A lot of people just stopped playing the game at that point because they were sick of waiting, doing the same content for 6 months or however long it was. One more vulture. It's called Mountain. So there's only a dead one nearby. A live one. Looking for the skull. Where's the skull? I didn't put a skull on it. What have I done? Oh, I'm typing, that's why I can't put any markings on. This is our last buzzard. Yes, I'm very interested. There is a bit of an upgrade in difficulty in Cataclysm, which might have also turned off a bit of the population that are getting older and not wanting to spend their whole life stressing about video games. But there's always easy modes as well. The easy modes, it's just psychology. If you know that there is better equipment available out there in a harder game mode, you're going to want it. You're not going to feel as gratified getting BIS normal mode stuff when half the guys in the main city that you walk around are wearing the heroic stuff, and you're never going to be able to match that. So I guess there's a lot of different things which might have contributed to people playing less Cata. At this stage, I do plan to give it a try. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Always keeping my options open for stuff like this. Don't commit too early, but also don't leave it too late.
What, success? Take it from me, Adventurer Rama. You don't let it get to your head. I mean, any unshaven boy with a bow could have killed such small specimens. And I hope you don't enjoy killing the buzzard so much, yes? We wouldn't want them to become extinct. Well, never let it be said that Daryl the Bold would not hold to his word. Adventurer Wrath, is it? I can tell you're bursting with pride over completing the first test, HM. As I told you before, it's no large feat. You should try your hand at boar hunting. Trust me, this is no Coldridge Valley boar hunt, so you'd best have a care with them. I'll give you just 12 minutes this time. Don't feel bad if you fail. I'd give you the shirt off my back if you succeeded. Have I ever related to you the story of how I received my famous scar? No? It was 2 years ago.
Let's go the Joker or something. So we're after mountain boars now. We have a little bit less time. We've got 11 minutes as of now. We do have to kill one less judging by how much wildlife is alive around us, must be the time. It is a work/school night. A lot of these guys must have gone to bed, and this is looking very good. We've got the pick of the animals to ourselves. Oh, I did it again. I didn't put the sharpening stone on. Alright, as soon as this thing's dead. Alright. That's a long time too, half an hour. Wish I had a Blessing of Might that lasted half an hour. Got a feeling these bears probably share a spawn spot with the pigs. Could be wrong. But it's we're seeing a lot of bears here and not a lot of pigs. So that could be why. Try our luck a bit further on. We might actually have to kill some bears to make the pigs come back. It is an option. Here we go. Probably gonna have to fight the bear first. Don't see any other pigs quite yet. Don't like seeing that resist. Just realised this is level 17. This will test us. It dies so quickly in comparison to the bear though. I'll have to have a look at the comparative health next time. There's another pig. Still going to need 2 more after this though. And I'm not seeing any. Judging by the minimap though, further off to the left, should be able to find some. Getting a little bit low here. Hey, there's one. And there's the last one we'll need. Should have plenty of time to spare. We do of course have some crocodile quests here as well. We're not going to worry about those yet. We are on the timer, of course. But yeah, it's definitely a good choice to leave Westfall and come here. Because we can always go back to Westfall. I reckon this zone will probably get us to 17, then we'll be back to Westfall, knock those off, get us to 18, and then probably go to Red Ridge. Got this even level 15 quests there. We could go to Red Ridge right now if we had to. So things are looking good. We've got plenty of options. Plenty of options on what we're killing. I think for this episode this will do it. I do have to go and get a drink. Stretch my legs a little bit. But as long as nothing goes awry, no sudden requests for hours of my time come up from anyone else, then should be right to come back and pump out another hour or 2. As the race is on, I'm trying to get to around about that 20 mark so we can do a dungeon. Probably Should be able to ignore this. Wonder what everyone's favourite architecture is in World of Warcraft. The Night Elf stuff's... Oh, this isn't even Night Elf, really. This is High Elf, I'm pretty sure. High Elves, of course, turned into the Blood Elves later on. Though none of the Blood Elf buildings look like this. I don't know, maybe this is Night Elf architecture. I'm not that well versed with the Night Elf starting zone. Maybe it is. Yeah, this, you got, I always like the Tauren area. Very peaceful and green.
You seem a bit worse for wear. No doubt the boars gave you some trouble, HM? No worries. I will be discreet about your struggle. I can imagine how hard it must be for you without the accusations of wagging tongues. Oh, you managed to kill the boars. Well, that is to say I'm not surprised. Any child could have bet. What bet?
Well, that one didn't read out. That is an elite quest, though. Kill Old Sooty. Definitely won't be tackling that one for a while. I actually haven't done that ever. I've always skipped it. I think by the time I got to a point where I could do it, I had always... and it was grey to me. So I never ended up doing it. Fine cloth shirt. I mean, that does not look fine. I can literally see the patches on the arms. So this is our best one-hander now. We still don't have sword skill, but we're rich enough to get it if we need. Oh yeah, coincidentally there is a green weapon we could have bought. One of these maces in the area. But I think this weapon I'm getting from my buddy is comparative. So,
Keep your feet on the ground.
doesn't really matter. We won't have to spend that money on it. I think that's all cleaned out. I think we're just gonna relax here in this safe haven for a little bit. Watch the moon continue to rise at night. Let's have a little sit down. Negasister's watching over you. Oh, see, if that guy died, I could have given him a little kiss when no one's looking, bring him back to life. But yeah, hopefully you had fun, had a nice little relaxing session, even though it was stressful in Westfall. And see you next time.